viewed as not understanding. We appreciate them.
This is a public university. You should not be subjecting a public audience to two pro-gas, industry-funded propaganda films without there being films presented on the other side of the debate.
Excuse me,
This is a violation of public policy. This is a violation of the public trust. This is a violation of the public trust. Let me get
Is this genocide, Bill? Is this genocide, Bill?
Let me just get my gear.
Bill, is this genocide? Is this genocide?
Could be, sure.
Uh-huh.
What's the effect of 60,000 leaking wells, Vic, over 20 years? What could that be?
What
It could be
60,000 wells are you
genocide.
talking about,
It could
Bill?
be genocide, Vic.
What 60,000 wells are you talking about, Bill?
60,000 wells projected for New York.
Projected by who?
6.5%
Projected by
of
who?
the well casings will fail initially.
Projected
Vic.
by Tony Angraffia?
60%
Projected by Tony
over
Angraffia?
20 years. No.
Yes, Bill, that's exactly what you're talking about.
That's industry data. It's data from the PADEP. It's not, and Angraffia might have related, but it's not his data. He's citing industry data.
Why do you have to break up a meeting to spout your own view?
Because who's spouting viewpoints?
Chip Northrup in the film, Nyrad in the
propaganda
film?
films produced by industry that a public audience is being subjected to, and there is no counterpoint being
If you
provided
wanted to be on
to.
the
This is
agenda,
propaganda.
if you wanted to
I'm
be
going
on
to
the
report this to the
agenda,
dean.
Go ahead, please.
I'm going to report to the dean, the provost, and the president of the university.
I'm going to show them the film.
This is criminal, what's being going on. An audience is being subjected to propaganda without counterpoint.
Kind of like
This is a
Gasland?
violation of the public trust.
Kind of like Gasland, Bill?
I'm sorry.
Why do you think that there's not counterpoint?
I'm sorry.
Why do you think that there's not two counterpoint? There's two speakers.
Because this is the
representing the other side.
second. All right, let me just ask you a question. What's the name of this film?
I don't remember.
The Great Divide, Bill.
The Great Divide. The Great Divide.
Fracking.
Can you tell me who the producer of this film was?
I mean, probably.
It was the Moreau family. It wasn't gas industry.
No.
Oh, yes, it was. It was the Moreau family.
Hold on. It was the foundation. Catherine Moreau is the. Thank you.
She went to work for the industry 2 weeks after making this film, Bill.
I have a case. Jim, can you get my case? It's by the trash can. And my audio recorder. Okay.
Catherine Moreau went to work for API 2 weeks after this film was produced and televised.
Foundation.
Right.
Catherine Moreau is the executive director of the Land and Liberty Foundation, who funded
2 weeks after she made the film, her
Vic?
family,
Okay,
her
I'll just tell
family.
you. The Land and Liberty Foundation is funded by the gas industry. This is the second, thank you, Jim, on the table, on the podium, there's a little recorder.
Is this yours as well?
Yes, thank you.
Sure.
Land and Liberty Foundation is funded by industry. The first film was funded by industry. That's two industry-funded films
And Hugo
with
Chavez-
no counterpoint.
And Hugo
How about-
Chavez
how-
funded
how about a
Gasland.
How about a nice film from our side?
You got one.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
We do have two speakers bringing up counterpoints. Every debater was entitled to bring what they
This
see.
audience has not been subjected to equal time in terms of propaganda films. This is a completely one-sided thing. This has been going on for 20 minutes. Thank you.
Can you close the door? Thank you.
20 minutes. This public audience is being subjected to this propaganda, and there's nothing with music. Very slick produced propaganda. It's public relations. It's trying to demonize us. This guy right here. This guy.
Can you just lower your voice? For the sake of us over here and
This guy-
everybody else in this lecture hall and
This guy right here has threatened
Sir, please.
people
I have.
in very indirect ways. He doesn't come right out and make a threat, but he'll write something on the Press Connect site and he puts bang bang in the middle of it. He's talking about what he calls us antis and NIMBYs. He's got all kinds of different names for the people that are basically want to preserve our way of life here. He and other people are beginning to threaten violence against us in public forum. This is the kind of people that's this side. They're bullies. We've got this whole group called Energy in Depth, which is another public relations propaganda outfit.
Yeah, I mean,
This is a public university. The bottom line is a public university should be
organized.
And this is also promoted as a debate. A debate is both sides are equally presented. This has not been fairly presented. If one side has 30 minutes to play pro-gas propaganda
Both sides
film,
had as much
and the other side, hold on, I would like to finish, please. If one side is given 30 minutes to play their films, and the other side doesn't show up with any films, even though they were given
Then
the
that's
opportunity.
their fault.
It's not their fault.
They're
This is
unprepared.
propaganda. Do you
But it's
know
Bill,
This is information.
Bill, can I interject for a minute, Bill?
Something that students could do.
I'm sorry?
better
Can I interject for a minute,
to make
Bill?
Sure that there's even time with videos and stuff like that. But like, to me, in the first time of them organizing a public event, like they're doing a pretty good job of representing both sides. The pro side came more organized.
I agree
Then
for-
I think it's fair for this debate to have taken place.
I agree.
But there is counterpoints.
I agree
You know.
for the actual debate that went on. It was fairly well balanced. The student and that other guy did a pretty good job of representing our side.
Bill,
However, the fact is, how many minutes of pro-gas films is the audience being
But how many
subjected
people
to?
walked out too? Like,
Bill, can I ask you a
right
question,
now.
Bill?
How many minutes?
Bill, can I ask you a question? You say this movie's industry financed, right? Wasn't
Land and Liberty Foundation.
Wasn't Gasland Industry financed, Bill, as well as internationally financed by?
Industry? I don't
Yes,
think so.
yes, it was, as well as by Hugo Chavez from Venezuela
How about the Park
Maybe. I don't
Foundation?
know.
and the Park
Park
Foundation.
Foundation isn't industry. Park Foundation is a foundation that does public service work.
And they're supposed to give grants for educational purposes, are they not? Are they not? Yet they have turned down the Joint Landowners Coalition hundreds of times when we've applied for grants.
Because you're not doing charity work. You're doing work for landowners only.
No,
You're not doing
educational
work for everybody.
work. How many times have you guys come to one of our meetings when you were invited? I have documentation where you guys put open, invited meetings for the public, Bill, and when I told them who I was, it was okay, come, share a table at our event, and then when you or someone else on your side told them who I was, I got letters saying, no, this is not for you.
I don't know. Why was it me? I didn't tell you to leave a meeting. I'm always inviting you, Vic. I'm always nice to you. I hold doors.
You're not nice to me, Bill. You just told a lie and said that I threatened violence, and I never have. I never threatened violence.
I haven't. It's on the Press Connect.
Yeah.
What's Bang Bang, Vic? What does Bang Bang mean?
I was quoting a song from the 60s, Bill.
Bang, bang, you shot me down or something?
No,
What's your idea behind it? What do you want to convey when you're writing to me and you're saying Bang Bang? What's the idea behind it?
Bang Bang. Do you remember what the song was? It was off the album Hair.
I'm not asking about the song. I'm
Top
asking
killer
about
creeps,
you.
pow,
What's your
pow, pow.
intention?
What's your
You want to
intention?
issue a threat? Is that your intention behind those words?
What are you
Does it
talking
want to be
about?
perceived as a
threatening
threat?
nobody's
What's your intention about laying down in front of bulldozers and chaining yourself
It's
to
not
trees?
threatening you. That's called
No.
civil disobedience. It's not the same thing as a threat, exactly. I wouldn't say that it is.
Bill, I think you just had a major meltdown, and this is going to be viral tonight. Thank you very much.